Oh, hi. How's it going? Thank you for listening to Good Time Gal. This is the podcast called Good Time Gal. My name is Caitlin Peluffo. I'm your little host. I am hosting this podcast, and today we have Katie Hannigan. She is so funny. What a sweet little pixie angel. I love her so much. We had a blast. She has been on the podcast before, but it was during the Zoom times. I believe she was in Aruba the last time I talked to her. And this is a much better version, I would say. I have no idea. I mean, she's funny no matter where she is. So we had a blast. Follow her at Katie Hannigan Forever on Instagram. She has a podcast called Lady Journey with Sarah Tolomash, who was recently on the podcast and who is hilarious. So make sure you check out that pod. And what else? Follow me, Caitlin Peluffo. Subscribe to Good Time Gal on iTunes. Oh my God. It was going so well. I was like, man, look at me. I landed the intro and here we are. Failure. Okay. Anyway, thank you for listening. Follow me at Caitlin Peluffo. Follow Good Time Gal Pod. And then, yeah, subscribe to YouTube. Come see me live. I'm going to be in Milwaukee. I'm going to be other places. Why does Milwaukee just ring out in my ears? Because it's fun to say. Milwaukee's fun to say. And I also think of Jeffrey Dahmer, which is not, I should have not said that. Anyway, I love you so much. This is a nightmare. Thank you so much for listening to the pod. Rate, review, subscribe, and yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. And until next time, please enjoy Katie Hannigan.
Hi.
Katie Hannigan.
Oh my God, here I am. Here we are.
Our little kitty cat. Huh?
Meow. Meow, meow. I haven't taken this sweatshirt off in 4 days, but I was like, I should wear this out.
I think you should.
It's the eyes are gems. Can you see that?
Oh, they are
Can you see
gemstone
that?
eyes. Then there's glitter around the gems.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a hologram.
It almost looks like they're almost right on my tits. If my
So
tits were that
close.
narrow, I
so
wish.
close. Oh, now I'm just staring at cat eyes.
Oh my God.
AKA
Yeah.
Katie's tits.
Look into them. They're little nips. They're little bits. I have had a mammogram.
Yeah?
Yes, I have. I felt a lump. Turned out to be my body. It was. It was my muscle.
It was my rib cage.
Yeah.
Whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsie doo.
I feel about 12 lumps.
It's full. It's full of cancer. Well, I went in. I had the mammogram years ago, and they actually had to get special clamps. Because my teeties are too teeny. And that was I was mortified. They were like, I'm sure it's around here somewhere.
We've never had to use these.
Yeah, the pediatric mammogram. But turned out to be fine.
I never thought that you had small teats.
You know, they're like they fluctuate. They fluctuate. So like sometimes they're really tiny, and then right now they're kind of normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank
well,
you.
they look like they're the cat's pajamas.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to objectify you.
No, I love
How
it.
big are your tits?
I love it. You know, I'm in my late 30s, and it's like, if I get a chance to be a sexual object, I'm going to take it.
I started saying I'm 36, so that means I'm almost invisible.
Oh, and
very
it's true.
fun.
And in fact, you already are.
Yeah. There was a comic who went on right before
And
me.
let's
talk about
seriously.
this.
There's women's issues.
A comic who went on, I can't say his name because he's famous, but he went on right before me and he goes, yeah, my girlfriend's 34. So that means in 2 years her pussy's going to break. And I went on stage after. I was like, hi, I'm 36. So I have a broken pussy.
Ah, yes. Stick it to him.
Yeah. I mean, it was basically about having children. So I understand the sentiment.
Yes,
but it
that's
was
right. That's
said
right.
pretty harshly.
Well, my cousin had a baby when she was 41.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, by accident in Indiana, where you have to. You have no option at that point. But
Yeah.
she could have taken a trip.
Yeah, she could have visited her
didn't.
fun cousin in New York.
Hello. Let's plan a trip.
Yeah. An abortion brunch. That's what you have.
Oh, and a brunchin'. Woo! I had an Earl Grey on the way over here, and I'm grateful.
You're all spiced up.
Yeah. Just need about 10 milligrams of caffeine.
Really?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, you are spry.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
bringing the heat.
I'm 37. I'm spry as all get out.
Your skin looks great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, very smooth.
Thank you. I've been doing the skin cycling. I do the salicylic acid one night, and then the next night I do the retinol, and then I do a night of moisturizer.
Look at you.
I know.
So-
It's kind of working. But, I need surgery.
At least you're not one of those ones who's like, I just drink water. And I'm like, fuck
Please.
you.
I don't like liquid. I don't like drinking anything,
It
really.
bloats you, so.
Yeah, I know. I just like to be dehydrated. That's
Yes.
But you're not drinking anymore.
No, I gave her up.
You haven't drank since almost a year, right?
8 months. I've had, I think altogether, a glass of wine. I've had like 2 sips
little
at a
sip here and
wedding,
there, yeah.
a sip of beer at a baseball game, and it all just tasted like poison.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
it is.
It is.
Sweet poison.
Sweet poison that brings me joy.
The devil's nectar.
Yeah. Yes, I am going to Italy, so I plan on drinking.
You are? So exciting. Well, the wine over
Thank
there is
you.
better. It's better.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
I've read it in a women's forum.
You heard it here first, baby.
It's called Science.
Yeah, science, aka Facebook groups.
Yeah. But you want to have a little wine in Italy. Maybe you'll
Yeah.
have something you like.
Yeah, Aperol Spritz. They used to be my jam.
Oh my God,
Give
I
it a
love a
whirl.
spritz. That's my wedding cocktail.
Is it?
Oh.
Are you getting married?
Yes, eventually. I have no plans. But I think we've kind of talked about this. I am annoyed because everyone thinks that I am married already.
Okay.
And it's really putting the kibosh on what I was hoping would be a big surprise on my social media. The day has finally come, and people would be like, "Oh my God, they're doing it!" And meanwhile, people are like, "Did you get divorced? And now you're getting remarried? What happened?" So we'll see. But yeah, I love to have an Aperol Spritz. I start drinking early for weddings. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have a mimosa. When I get to save the date, that's when I
Yeah.
start. That's when
You're
I
like,
start.
cheers, bitch. You did it.
But I just went to my friend's wedding in Costa Rica.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Is there a place better on earth than Costa Rica? I don't
it's
think so.
beautiful. I remember that you had gone.
Mhm.
You went on a trip with your little special boy toy.
My special boy toy. The one and only.
The one and only Steven, who went to the Indianapolis Zoo, I heard. And that's my hometown, and I can't wait to see him. I'm going to be like, Steve, what'd you think of the zoo? It's kind of upsetting, actually, because there's a lot of small pens.
Aren't you from Indianapolis?
I am.
Yes. Have you been to the zoo before?
I have been. The last time I went was when I was in high school.
Uh-huh.
And I remember being like, this is smaller than I thought. I was kind of bummed out for the animals. You're like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He'll go to zoos and come back and report to me. And I was like, is it still sad? Sounds like it's still sad.
Oh, my gosh. To have a hobby.
I know. He loves animals. He's a big animal lover.
I know you guys are cat lovers. You guys have 2 cats.
I will breastfeed my cats.
Oh my
I
God.
love them so much.
Kikis.
I mean, they're my little angels sent from heaven.
Did I ever send you the video I took of Bowie in the window?
No.
Oh, I was stalking your home.
Thank
obviously.
you. Always welcome. Just come on
Always,
in.
yeah. As you may know, I do a podcast in your home,
Yes,
in your
you
building.
do.
And I think you guys were there, but I just saw her. She was sitting in the window and just kind of so cute, and I just took a video of it. I felt compelled, and I was like, I'm going to send that. My plan was to send it apropos, just like you get a message from me and it's just your cat.
I would love that. Please make my day better.
Oh my God. If only I could get around to my to-do list. I'm so overwhelmed.
Send me a picture of my own cat.
But no, you have a great place. We were thinking of moving into the building.
Are you not going to?
Well, what we did was we ended up, because we have heinous construction, we basically live in a cage. There's scaffolding just surrounding the building now.
Uh-huh.
But our rent didn't get raised. So we say, what should we either go to the trouble of moving now, or should we just listen to the sound of drilling all day, every day for the next year. And
move,
we said, you know what?
Move.
Well, we've signed the lease. We've signed the lease.
Damn it. Oh, no.
I know. So
that's a bummer. Okay.
It's a bummer. But, but I do want to come back to Astoria, though, because I love the neighborhood.
Doesn't love an Astoria?
Oh, my God.
Astoria's great. I mean, you lived in Brooklyn for 12 years and I miss it every day of my life. But Astoria's great.
Gal.
I am a Brooklyn gal.
Because you were a Pratt student.
I was a Pratt student. You know, when you would move to a place and you're like, this is home, it's hard to deprogram that.
Pratt has that vibe. You're like, oh my God. Ugh, I'm going to open
vibey.
A gallery and a laundromat.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm going to make $1 million off bottle cap miniatures.
That is that vibe. And I did that. I really tried the bottle cap miniature playbook for a while. It was humiliating. I look back at my time at Pratt and I was like, wow, we spent a lot of money for that. Okay.
I hear ya. No, I actually have a visual arts minor. Did you know that about me?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
What was your visual?
Painting. I was into doing painting, acrylic and also watercolor.
Oh, so you can draw?
No.
Okay.
No, I can't. I did do a bit of multimedia stuff with my theater performance. So for my senior project, we had big gigantic paintings that I had done, and then people were kind of in front of them in a 3D kind of art piece.
Okay.
So I was doing, it was a bit elevated.
Okay.
It was a bit highbrow, intelligent type of art.
All right.
But
you just really had to know what you were doing in order to get it.
Yes. And now I just art direct all of my comedy stuff, which it looks awful. It's just I'm just pink. Is pink a motif? I think I have a theme here.
Yes. I did my thesis, my graduate, what got me a master's degree was just wall to wall video of the videos that I created. But the videos I created were just me getting pelted naked with water balloons.
Oh my God, it's so Pippa wrist.
Yes. And then I was ripping pictures of myself, and then I was doing plank with razors on my back like a bad bitch.
Oh my God, that's so you.
It was too much, very dramatic, and I don't know why I did it. My mother, very supportive. She came and sat there and she'd be like, my daughter's titties are just everywhere.
Wow.
I have to be okay with this.
I think you need to be nude to get a degree at art school, don't you? At some point you have to be nude.
Is distracting. I've said it once, I'll say it. It's a distraction and it's classist.
Yes. And my costume is my body.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever do that naked stand-up show? Did you ever do that?
No, that's where I drew the line. I have no, mostly because guys who do it.
Because I don't think people there are really interested in the comedy.
No.
Am I way off base with that one?
Also, I just
eyes up here to my brain, sir.
I would also have to see penises, and I just don't want to see my friends' penises.
Oh no, thank you.
No. I mean, my boyfriend, great penis, love to see it.
Yeah.
All right? A stranger's penis, never a welcome sight.
No, that's the thing about it's that classic bachelorette party slogan, one penis forever. It's supposed to be no, I'm only going to get to see one penis. It's well, thank God. Thank God. I don't want to see any penises.
Yeah, no.
Actually.
The less peni, the better.
That's the stereotype of the Hasidic Jews having the sex through a sheet. It's well, I wonder who came up with that. Was it me? Stop the madness. I've had trauma. Anyway.
I'm loving this bucket hat.
Oh my God, thank you. So my friend actually gave these as her wedding gift for the wedding party.
What?
And it's reversible.
Okay, it's a party.
But I can't, tan does not go with my vibe right now.
Okay,
so
yeah, well, the kitty cat is black, so.
Yes.
Black on black, very fun.
Yeah, I wear this bucket hat. I'm did I just get a facelift? Because I look about 10 years younger, okay? Don't listen to my opinions. I'm young.
I don't pay for my own health insurance. Look at me.
Look at me, daddy.
Well, Katie, I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know. We're two ships in the night. I think literally I pass you on the street. I go, oh my God. I go, promise me we'll hang out. You're like, yes, text me. And then I never do. But sometimes I think about it and I want you to know that.
Well, sometimes I hear you in the hallway And I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, oh, it's Katie. I should get off this couch and say hello for a brief moment. And then I have a cat on my lap and I'm like, but they were just upset Bowie.
I know. It's hard. It's very hard to keep in touch with your friends. But we've made a plan.
Okay. What
Denver.
was the plan? Denver. Yes.
Denver.
I was like, shit. What was that
Denver
plan?
brunch. Friday, September. I don't know the date.
Yeah, 20. Yep.
3rd. I think maybe it's the 3rd. But I know when you see people, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't get out enough.
Yeah.
But it's hard to hang out. I think it's really hard to have a social life in your 30s when you're also like trying to have a career and you're also like trying to have your relationship and then your family, you know, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's too much. I recently froze my eggs. Did I tell you about this?
So did you get the extraction?
I got the extraction.
Okay, because I'm listening to the podcast, The Retrievals.
Oh,
Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it in case you need another one. Yeah, it's pretty rough. So did you get fentanyl for the extraction? I'm curious.
I don't know what they gave me, but I felt great.
Fentanyl, more like funtanol.
I mean,
okay.
It was a party.
I know. I'm thinking about doing it for that reason.
I mean,
I always wanted to
dabble.
Fentanyl.
Yeah, now you know exactly.
It.
A professional is administering it. That's what you want with the fence.
So you froze up the little babies.
Froze up the little babies. We got 8 eggs. 8 good eggs.
Okay. Did you already have them fertilized and then frozen as the embryo?
That was too expensive.
Okay.
So we just got eggs out there in the world. Frozen in a freezer.
That's so exciting. Congratulations.
Yeah. And then if we can't get pregnant, we'll use them. Steve will jerk off in a cup and we'll shove it in. And
yeah, just as a backup.
Yeah.
Just as a backup.
Can you tell that I really paid attention to the science side of this?
Oh my God. You were on fentanyl. Who can focus?
On fentanyl. Honestly, when I took everything, the doctor was trying to tell me everything and he was just giving me facts and I was taking it so personally. I was like, 36, so I got 1 good year left. Huh?
That's a lie though. They just tell you that.
Yeah.
That's just big baby. Right?
Just big baby trying to take my eggs and my money.
Fine. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Well, that reminds me of one time my close friend, Sarah, she cut her finger off cooking, of course, as you do. She was a yoga girl, cut her finger off. And so I had to go pick her up when she had the finger reattached. She had the surgery and she was so fucked up out of her mind. Oh my God. She was making me take photos of her, sexy photos in the gown because she was like flirting with someone online. I'm like, it doesn't look sexy. It looks like something's wrong. She was like, had her ass like peeking out. And then she was like singing, remember that Fergalicious? I'm in the fast lane. Singing into her phone. We're in the elevator. A guy's dad is like dying. He's in the elevator with his mom. I'm like, pardon my friend. She's fucked up on what I don't know. I'm assuming it's an opioid, but she's not okay.
I mean, fentanyl's great.
I love that you guys are gonna be parents
eventually.
Mommy and daddy.
Do you want kids?
I don't know. I kind of think I don't. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. So now I'm getting to the point where it's like, okay, when I turned 36, I was like, I'm going to take a year and then I will make a decision, yes or no, one way or the other. And then I put this is what I like to do. This is how I function. I put a ton of pressure on myself. Then I crack immediately. Okay. I was crying. I'm like crying to Mike. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I haven't lived. So then I just was like, well, I just, now there's no decision. There's nothing. I have nothing.
Have you thought about freezing your eggs? That might alleviate the decision-making process.
I have
knowing
thought
that
about
there's
it.
a backup plan.
I have thought about it, but I'm afraid of the surgery, to be honest. I think I don't know if I could go through the surgery.
Well, listening to the retrievals won't help.
Yeah.
That will not help.
Scared me pretty bad.
Where I went, I felt no pain.
That's good. That's good to know.
Afterwards, there was a tiny bit of cramping, but nothing worse than your period. Yeah, it was great.
That's the thing about getting pregnant. It's almost like, I'd like to get pregnant by accident to have the decision completely taken away from me.
Yes.
So I don't know if I'll be freezing my eggs, but sometimes I don't take my pill. So that's my version of freezing my eggs. I'm like,
Rolling
one for you, one for me. One for me, one for the road. So
Does
we'll
Mike
see.
want kids?
He feels ambivalent like me as well because, he's older too. And he feels like, a life with kids is great, but there's also a lot of challenges. And also we love our lives now. And, things are only going to get better, I think, either way. So I'm just open to the possibilities. But I do love kids. And I also feel like, I could foster something like that, give back in a different way.
Yeah.
So who knows?
You know
Who
what?
knows? But we are on a baby journey on my podcast, as you know.
Oh, yes.
Sarah Talamash
She was just on the podcast.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It was one of the raunchiest podcasts we've ever done.
I believe it.
Full belly.
Slut. She's a slut.
Yes. She's a big whore.
I know. I was really sad to see that you can't come to the baby shower, even though I knew that you couldn't because you were the first person I asked when I was deciding the date. And we could not work around your schedule because you're very busy. You're a busy woman.
Totally understand. I already bought her a very expensive little play thingy.
Oh, you got the play thingy. I'm thinking of getting the bottle warmer or the milk sucker from the titty. So I'll have to see.
It's such a weird thing. Like Steve and I are sitting next to each other trying to figure out what we're going to buy. We're like, I feel very uncomfortable getting something that attaches to her nipples.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I'm definitely getting her the and this is an awkward baby gift, but you have to have it. It's a straw, a narrow straw that goes into the baby's butthole. Okay, I'm not kidding. This is this is medicine. This is science. And it helps the baby if they're gassy. Because you know how sometimes you're gassy, but then like your butthole's a little stuck shut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so
what I'm saying? And you like pull it open a little like, you know. Say you ate too much watermelon last night or every other week.
Watermelon does it to you, huh? Who would have thought watermelon?
Yeah, well, you have to eat a lot. And I do.
The entire watermelon. You have to have the entire watermelon.
I call it girl dinner. A full watermelon. Girl dinner's what I want. What I want when I want it.
Usually it's like cheese or something like that, but you're like watermelon, fruit, the thing that's good for you.
I'm not a big cheese eater, but I love fruits.
Okay.
I love fruits.
That's great.
I love a mango. I love a full watermelon right before bed.
I really like to get plugged up.
Yeah, I like to wake up with an urgent need to shit at 3 a.m. Now, did you ever try the sourdough bread that I recommended to you? Because I know you were saying you were like, I'm kind of off gluten.
Yes,
the whole thing.
I have tried the sourdough bread. Love sourdough bread.
Oh, I love. Oh my God, sourdough.
I did
my life
because I stopped drinking. I let myself have whatever I wanted. Because
you have to. You have to. Yeah.
And now I've given up meat.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel too guilty when I think about cows.
I don't feel that bad about cows. I feel really bad about pigs. And octopus. Yeah. Octopi. But I don't feel bad about chicken, so I will eat chicken. Mike was making fun of me for this. He's like, so you're saying, he's like, you're vegan for the intelligent animals. He's like, you're classist to the animals. And I was like, well, we kind of all are. We all are. Remember that whole thing a few years ago? It was like, there's horse in the IKEA meatballs. It's like, well, it's also an animal. And those meatballs were good. You're shopping for furniture for 8 hours. You want a meatball.
I've never had the meatballs.
I haven't
either.
Now
that I know there's horse in that, I'm never going to try it.
Well, did you ever go to that IKEA in Red Hook? Remember that one? And they had that like cafe. It was just like, oh my God, an oasis of comfort.
Really?
Oh
I would literally pass by it and be like, absolutely not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I remember I went there when I first moved to the city and I remember being like, this place is fantastic. My friend and I were like, we're going to come here just for the cafe. We'll take the bus.
I see the cafe and I'm like, no, thank you. But then I'll go to Costco and be like, I need 3 slices of pizza and a soft serve.
I need a 12-inch dog.
Yeah.
I need a foot-long dog.
They are massive. I wish they had corn. They used to have corn dogs. The corn dogs there are banging.
I'm not a corn dog fan.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I miss a corn dog.
I don't know. The breading just never got me. But I love a hot dog.
You love a hot dog?
Oh, I love it. I only eat a hot dog when I'm at the baseball park. That's the only time I do it.
The baseball park.
The old diamond, as they call it. I'm the person, I go to a ball game, I want to have a beer. I want to have several beers to the point that I'm a little out of control. And I want to have snacks that I won't allow myself to eat outside of that context.
Okay.
Fuck the game. What game? What game?
We go every year for 4th of July.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's a we go to a minor league game. They have a fireworks display afterwards. It's very fun.
Oh, City Field?
No, we do the minor league game either in Coney Island or on Staten Island.
Oh my God.
Very
off-roading.
Fun. I know.
Yes.
We take a ferry. We're just like USA.
Oh, that's great.
It's the best.
Fantastic.
But yeah, we've done that for I think 4 or 5 years in a row now.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's great. You got to come next time.
I would love to. But Mike and I, every year, we're like, we're going to see a game. We're going to see a game.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's so hard to actually plan stuff. And then
yeah,
Mike doesn't plan. I am the secretary of the relationship.
Yeah.
I love Michael plans something. I'm like, hey, like, let's go here. And then he will be like, yeah, like, let's go here. It's like, we have 10 minutes. There's an allotted time of 10 minutes. But I love him, and that's his biggest fault. He has no concept of time, but that's okay.
Steve complained.
Let's shit on our partners. Let's shit on our significant partners.
We love our partners. Okay. I'm the planner too, but I used to be annoyed. Like, Steve never plans anything, but then every time he would be like, okay, I'll plan something. He'll plan it, and then he'll plan it not the way I want it. And I was like, okay, so it's not that I'm a control freak. So I'm the planner by choice. Steve, you are off the hook. I will never be mad at you again for not planning.
Yes. And that's also the same what's happening in my relationship, where I'm like, I don't want to try to go to a restaurant in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So I guess it's on me.
And it's also like, he'll pick a restaurant, and then I'll be like, oh,
Here
pizza
we are.
uno.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thick crust.
Yeah, okay. Because he's very picky, so he'll be like, anywhere with chicken wings, that's where we're gonna go. And I'll be like, we're gonna expand our palates today.
Oh my God, that's so
He's
cute.
a sweet boy. He likes the dipping sauce.
No, does Steve, he doesn't drink really either.
No. I think the only reason he started drinking was because of me.
Oh, that's cute.
Because he drank, and then he could take it or leave it, and then he started dating me, and he was like, drinking's great with Caitlin.
Oh.
Then we drank too much together.
Yeah.
And then
turns out he was just in love.
Yeah, drunk on love, baby.
No, do you do any type of like edibles or anything? Do you do anything like that?
No, I did mushrooms once, and I hated it. But they were also manufactured mushrooms, and I was watching The Bachelor. That's not the best experience, I've heard.
Mushrooms, I think, are really tricky. Well, I had gotten some. I was telling you earlier. Now I'll launch into my story.
Oh, launch away!
Well, I got some from a friend. I got like the mushroom chocolate, and I got it for Mike because it was his birthday, and he was like, "Oh, I really want to try mushrooms." He's totally sober. He doesn't do any drugs. So I was like, "Well, okay, I have this, so we'll try it." And then one night we were both had a night off. This was like a couple months ago. I was like, let's take a few little pieces. So I think he took 3 pieces. I took 2. We watched a Swiss art film. It was actually great. It was called The Piano Teacher. Mike was so into it in a way that I've never. He was like, this movie's amazing. Yet he denied feeling any effect of the drug. But I was fucked up. I was like, I'm having trouble swallowing. I was like, I'm fine. I just have to breathe. So, it was like, that's 3 pieces. But, he's also twice my size. So I was like, okay, well, this is enough for like us to really get into it. Because we really want, it's our dream to go to like a psilocybin therapy retreat, like in Amsterdam.
You're going to have to explain this. What is a psilocybin?
Oh my God. It's like so crunchy and ridiculous. It's so like the Whole Foods area of my branding. Like, it's like you fly to Amsterdam, they like pick you up at the airport, and then they take you to like a little retreat center, and they have therapists there, and you do like psilocybin therapy, basically, where it's like they guide you through like, just like trauma, guide you through any issues that you have while you're on like a really high dose of psilocybin. And it can be like really, really therapeutic. And so I really want to do that. And we like got into it. We were like looking into doing it this summer, and we couldn't. We're like, well, I guess we just have this now. We have this. It's boiled down to, I got a chocolate bar from a comic that I know. And
this is our budget retreat. Here
yes,
we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put on HBO.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so we did it that one time. It was fine. And then like, I was like, I'm just going to put this in the freezer or whatever. And then like a couple months later, I came home, and Mike's sitting in the dark. He was like, Katie? I was like, yes. He was like, I have to tell you something. I was like, oh my God, my mind is racing, going to the worst possible thing. I was like, what is it? He was like, what was that chocolate that you had in the freezer because I ate it. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, first of all, I was pissed. I was like, that was $70, but I was like, keep it in. And I was like, okay, everything's okay. I was like, how much did you eat? He was like, I don't know. He was already kind of like, he was like, made me feel weird. And I was like, it's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You're good. You're good. Like, I was like coming back from something. I had to run out to my spot. I was like, I'm going to be gone for an hour. I like turn on the lights. I put on a show. Like, everything's fine. And I go. I'm like running to the show. I'm like, oh my God, what was that? I hope he's going to be okay. I'm like texting him. I'm like, just keep in touch. I was like, do you want me to bring you some food or something on the way back? Thinking like, you know, I thought he only ate like a little bit. But come to find out, he ate like half of the rest of the bar, which was like the amount of like fully tripping. So I'm at the club. I'm like texting him. I'm like, you know, is everything okay? He's writing, I'm eating popcorn. I'm like, what? We don't have popcorn. We don't have popcorn in the house. I'm like, where are you? What's going on? He was like, so as you know, we live across from New York Comedy Club. So, and we get called from time to time if somebody drops out of a spot, they'll be like, hey, could someone run over and do a spot? So they called him and he, in a state, was like, sure. Oh, no. Because he knew that they had popcorn and he wanted popcorn. So he goes over and then I'm like, what's happening? He's like, I went on stage and I was bombing. But I turned it around. So I'm like dashing out of the club at this point. Like I go over. He's like slumped in the corner. James Mattern is with him. I'm like, what's going on? He said he was eating popcorn, just furiously eating popcorn, getting on stage, putting popcorn in his mouth as he's going on stage, and then started bombing because he couldn't talk because he had popcorn in his mouth still. And then it was like, everyone's looking at me. And then he kind of was like, okay, like, you know, just, and then had a great set. And then in the middle of the set, just stopped and was like, I'm on drugs. And so I saw him and then he ended up going out to eat with a couple friends, like a couple, you know, shroom people, shroom comedy people. So it was like good. And then he had a good time. And it was like, he got back at the end of the night. It was like, all was well. But he cracked me up after he like came to. I was like, what happened? Like, why did you eat that? You know, he was like, oh, I thought it was chocolate. You know, he said he was like eating it and he was like, is this chocolate? Oh, yeah, it's chocolate. And then he looked again and it said medical. And that's when he was like, oh, fuck. So.
Oh, sweet Mike.
I know. It's so fun. So I dosed my boyfriend. Yeah.
I love that because when you meet Mike has done this podcast before.
Yes.
But he's very to the fact. You know, very matter of fact.
Laconic. Yeah. Yes. Terse,
yes.
even.
Just like, okay, yes, very monotone, even keel, very funny, and very sweet.
Yes.
But
deadpan.
Deadpan.
He's
yes.
a deadpan humor.
So I can't even imagine him just going off like that.
Oh my God.
Being out of control.
Funny.
He seems like a man who is in control all the time.
You know, it's so funny because he is like, this is a peep into our relationship, but he's like a deadpan person kind of on the exterior. But like when we're together, we're just wildly goofy. You know, I'm sure you guys have that. You know, it's like you're in a relationship and you're like, if people knew about this, they would not want to talk to you. We're like, hello. Hello. So it's a wild world over there in apartment 3A.
I mean, if people knew how Steve and I talk to and about our cats. I mean, it's literally, we have different voices for each of them. Molly sounds like this, and she's a little bitch, and she curses. I don't know, Mom, you're a fucking bitch. Stop being a slut, Mom. And then Benny, he's kind of dumb and clumsy. He talks like this because he's just a little bit clumsy. I just want you smell nice. You know, like that's. So, and then we'll just like, I'll have full conversations as the cats with myself, and Steve is just like, now why would Bowie say that to you? You know?
I love a little script supervising. Yeah. It's hilarious. No, it's so funny because Sarah was telling me, she was like, you know, Joe and I have created several of our own songs. She was like, She's like, do you and Mike ever do anything like that? I'm like, it's an alternate reality in where we're living.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so funny. Mike's like, you should do that on stage. I'm like, I think everyone would be off put.
Yes.
There's nothing normal about what's happening here.
Yeah.
But it's fun. People are like, is dating a comedian, is it a total nightmare? I'm like, probably for him.
Yeah.
Because I'm really emotionally demanding.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah, Steve and our relationship, half of it is just like, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Yes.
We're all just doing the best we can.
Oh my God.
Steve just hit 10,000 followers on Instagram. And let me tell you, our relationship has never been better.
Oh, well deserved. Well deserved.
I mean,
It's hard.
It's hard. Once you get that K, a little bit of
let it go.
Let
I
it
know.
go. You
I feel
can
like
live
by
a
the
little.
time I get any Instagram followers, it will not matter at all.
Yeah.
It'll be like, yeah, you and everyone else has 100,000 followers. And you're like, oh, it's me and the entire world. Everyone in the world has 100,000 followers.
Yeah, we should just pay for it like the rest of them do. I'm calling you out. You know who you are. I don't know. I'm literally thinking of one person, but I will not say who it is.
Telegraph their name to me with your nails.
Ow, that kind of hurts.
You have great nails. You always
Thank
have gorgeous
you.
nails.
So
and I love this shade on you.
It's
This is
the-
like a fuchsia. It's
Yeah.
such a color for you. You Italian.
Thank you. It's like a Merlot.
I love it.
The one thing I like, I will dress like a slob unless I feel like dressing up. But the one thing that is always consistent, I need to have good nails and good eyebrows.
Oh, and your
That's it.
eyebrows are fantastic.
Thank you so much. I get them threaded every other week.
But you know what? It's the little things.
It's the little things.
I don't have a thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
thing?
I don't
Your
think I do.
skincare is the thing.
I do. This is a little no makeup. I will say that.
What's a no makeup?
It's where you are wearing makeup, but it looks like you're not.
Oh.
So I have a little Dr. Jart. That's what I do.
What the fuck?
Dr. Jart.
Sounds like a shart.
It's Dr. Shart. He's foreign.
So he makes bronzer.
But it's a little
Thank
cicapaire.
you.
Sorry, I missed that one. It's doing podcasts is hard. People don't realize this, but it's like you have to not only think about yourself.
Yeah,
you have to laugh at the other person, and that requires immense strength.
You have to listen and also give.
Give. You have
Give
to be
and
a giver.
receive.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, what's the opposite of receive? Anyway, what were you saying about the
my
no makeup?
My cicapaire.
Dr.
So
Shart?
this is a great Dr. Shart. It's for because I have a little redness with my Irish skin.
Okay.
My dirty Irish skin. So so this helps. And it's a great, like, if you want to have like a concealer, but you don't really want to go for a full concealer. This is like something that just gives you like a nice little matte finish.
Okay, it
Yeah.
looks great. No
thank
bronzer,
you.
no.
No, that's it. And then I do just a smudge of a little eyeliner. And that's it.
A little smudge. You look great. She's
thank you.
killing
Oh my
it.
God,
Also
thank you.
been killing the glasses game for
These
decades.
are new. I got these.
Yeah, they look good.
I actually have contacts now.
What?
I know.
Take off your glasses. Let me see. What do you even look? I don't think I've ever.
I know.
Who are you?
I'm hot.
Welcome to the land of being fuckable, Katie.
Oh my God! Hello, it's great to be back. No, I got the contacts only because like sometimes I do shoots and it's like I used to just never wear glasses for the shoots. And these glasses you can't wear, but I would just be like, having a migraine an hour in. So, but it was a whole thing. I'm not good at putting them in, and I don't like to touch into my eye.
Yes, no one does.
So. But I want to start wearing them more. I want to work them in. Work them in.
I wear contacts and glasses. I go back and forth
Yeah.
all the time. Love it. Contacts are great I was a sports player. So it was either wear contacts or those goggles.
Oh
you
my
know?
God.
Yeah, my older sister, she had the goggles and we make fun of her every day.
Oh my God. I could do goggles.
Yeah.
With this hat. Preparing for Y2K.
She comes with an astronomical supply of beans in a can.
Yeah, it's braces Barbie.
Yeah.
A retainer Barbie. That's it.
Did you watch Barbie? Did you see the movie?
No, I've been meaning to, and I just still haven't. It's like what? How?
You haven't
Doing
seen
one thing
Barbie?
takes a day.
I
One
mean,
thing.
I
I did
know.
see. Mike and I saw an old independent Korean film from the early 2000s in the theater on Sunday, and we enjoyed it. So that's what's going on in my world. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I should see Barbie. Mike was like, I guess we could go see that, but
Barbie's great.
I
was pleasantly surprised.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
but I will. But I will.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting angrier and angrier at the opposite sex as I get older and older.
Yeah.
Trying not to show it. If you're watching this or listening to this, yeah. If you're watching this, you're one of the good guys, and I will not get annoyed with you.
Follow me.
Yes.
I need help too, motherfucker.
But I like slowly the rage is building, and then I watched Barbie, and I was like, yes, I'm not the only one who feels this anger.
It's
Yes.
nice. Yes, that's what I had heard about it. I enjoy that. I enjoy it when you're able to kind of sublimate the rage into your art.
Yeah.
It works.
And it was fun and funny. It was funny. I was like, way to go. And pretty. Everything was just kind of pretty.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a big Barbie head
Mm-hmm.
growing up. So I had Weird Barbie, which was the one where you like fuck it up and hit it a bunch of times.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that one.
Okay.
I had all the different Disney. I had like my Barbies, and then I also had like the Disney Barbies. So I had like a Pocahontas, and then I had like the Jasmine. So there was some diversity.
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to get at.
She's an ally.
Yep. With Malibu Skipper. So
I had Pride Rock. So I had Pride Rock, and then all the animals that came with Pride Rock, and then I had Scary Spice Barbie. And so that's what I played with all the time.
I love that. Mix it up.
Yeah. Scary Spice.
No.
Mel B, my hero.
Have you ever seen this Instagram account, which I find so hilarious? I think it's called Savior Barbie.
Savior?
Savior Barbie.
Or Savior?
Savior.
Savior.
I might be getting the name wrong, but the whole like the conceit of the Instagram account is like, you know, when a white woman goes to Africa, you know, and they have like that savior complex, and it's like, here I am helping the kids. It's that, but it's like a Barbie doll, so it's like really hilarious. If that's not the name of it, just Google things that are around that. Obviously, this is how millennials communicate. It's like, if that's not what it was, think of something that's adjacent. Savior complex Barbie. Are you seeing it up there? Barbie Savior. It's fucking hysterical. Look how funny that is.
Oh my God. Show me another one. Oh Jesus. Yeah. Okay. That's great.
That's really funny.
I mean, oh boy. You know what? People are so creative.
I know. See, I feel like this is old. I feel like this is probably not updated. This cannot survive in the current Instagram.
Well, it's a commentary on
landscape.
I think it's criticizing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So therefore it will.
Oh yeah. Hopefully.
That's Barbie being like, I'm the problem Barbie.
Yes, I'm the problem Barbie.
Yes. Sometimes I feel like I'm the problem Barbie, you know?
Oh, I am. I don't feel like it sometimes.
Oh my God. I love the shit out of you.
Oh, I love you. You're such a
you so
delight.
much.
You're such a
delight.
wonderful person. When I see you, I feel like, oh my God, a friend.
A friend.
Remember we had an incredible voyage together where we drove to Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh,
can you believe that was
God.
5 years ago?
That was, yeah, that's crazy.
Your back went out. Remember your back went out? Because you drove the entire way. I felt terrible because I was like, I will drive, but I'll crash. You know,
You did not sell yourself at all. You're like, I will drive, but I have horrible anxiety around driving, and I really get scared. And this isn't my car, so I don't know if the pedals work. I don't know if I should drive. I'm like, I got it. I'll be fine. I'll just drive the 10 hours it takes to get to Cincinnati.
I was like, but no, seriously, I will drive, but I could crash. So you drove the entire way. We didn't stop. And then your back went out. And then I had to drive. But I will say I did a great job.
You did a great job.
Yeah.
I felt like we conquered some fears there, you know?
We did. We went through it together.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of that trip was we get there. Remember, we get to the club and we're like, headlining, finally. And then the first night it was like, you're not headlining. You'll be closing out a cancer benefit. It was like a cancer charity where the members decided that they would perform stand-up. And so it was like us. It was like a bunch of, you know, I always say like middle-aged people who
men. Just say it was a bunch of old dudes.
Bombing in front of their children and their families. And then we went on like, well, hello. Anyone here have cancer? Keeping my head above water.
It was so bad.
I remember just being in the green room with you and we were just eating and we were just like, what was that? We drove for 10 hours.
Happened at the end too. Something happened at the end. Either someone heckled me or something like that.
Oh my God.
I forget, but it was like bad. And I got off stage like a PTSD, a bomb went off just like, and then they were like, oh, sorry that happened.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember, was it one guy that was performing, he started bombing and then he kind of spun out? What could it have been that?
Something like that.
Something,
I don't know.
I mean, it was a nightmare, but the rest of the weekend was great. And the
Great
next
club,
morning,
great people.
Great people. Thank you for love to come back.
Yeah.
Love to be there 2024. But then we also did the who could forget the local news? That we did the local news. And I've never laughed. You crack me up more than anybody. I've never laughed that hard when I've been in a live taping scenario where you were like, we should get a clip of that and play it on here because it's so funny. I was laughing that type of laughing where you like can't breathe. I was like,
well, what had happened was they basically did the hacky thing and they were like, tell us a joke, you know, like what can we expect when we come and see your comedy?
And my joke was like, my mom made my clothes. Like just not even a joke I ever do anymore, but something I wrote that day that I thought was brilliant. I was like, little house on the prairie, here I come. And everyone was like, okay.
And then I said, I talk a lot about sex. Oh, I do have a clean joke. Okay, it's about a banana and then I stop and everyone gets quiet. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to tell that joke. And everyone went, oh, thank God.
Yes, it was the moment that you went from going for it to being like, this is a bad idea to stopping. That was the most funny. You were like, I have a joke about a banana. No, I don't. Nope. I'm going to sit.
And I remember nope. You could just, I talk a lot about relationships.
Yeah. And I will say that's a great joke.
Thank you.
Your banana joke is fantastic.
Yeah, I worked it out. It became cleaner, and now it is on Corden. So if you want to know the banana joke, go ahead and check it out. I really worked it out.
It's a fantastic.
Fantastic. I do admit to having HPV on it. So,
yeah,
but it went away.
It went away. It always does.
It always does.
And then it comes back. And then it goes away again.
Yeah. She's a kinky little minx, a little give and take, that HPV. But hopefully it doesn't turn into cancer.
Yes, God willing.
God willing. May God bless us all.
Well, you have to get your pap.
I haven't gotten a pap smear in I think a decade.
Really?
But I just got my eggs
you got your
frozen.
eggs taken out and you didn't get a pap?
I think they would have let me know if something was amiss down there.
Like, hey, check it out while you're down there. I get one every year. Because I have to because I'm on the pill. So you have to get it or they won't renew it.
I have an IUD and I don't think I've been to get a pap smear since I had an IUD.
Yeah, I'm too afraid. Yeah. I'm afraid of the IUD. I'm afraid it feels like the prequel to the Terminator, you know, like what could happen?
I mean, I stopped getting my period. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
So you have an IUD, but then you got the eggs out.
Mm-hmm.
But did the IUD cause a problem for it?
Nope.
Okay.
No, he even showed me when he had this is what's so bizarre about this he's literally looking at a screen. He has a wand up your cooch and he's like, well, look at there's that, turn it over here, there's that, you know, he's just like, there's your IUD. Oh, you got a cyst. I was like, look at my little cyst, she's doing the best she can. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, it's all very intrusive and
they love putting stuff inside of us.
Yes,
they really love.
They probe. They love probing.
I know men are always inventing that type of stuff. It's like, yeah, did you need to be fucking me? Yeah. Did you need to be medically fucking me, sir? There was no other way. How about from the side, doctor?
I want to know what's going on in there, so I'm just gonna open her up.
Yeah.
It's funny. I went between a male doctor and a female doctor. Mm-hmm. The male doctor was 10 times more gentle than the female doctor. The female doctor was like, I know what this can handle. You're not even going to spit on it. Okay. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The male doctor's like, and a lawsuit. One trying to avoid.
Steve came with me for a few of the appointments. And yes, and he saw what happened. And he was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know any of the. Good God. And I
Steve's
was
like, and I'm never fucking you again.
Yeah, he's like,
It'll
"I'm so
only be
sorry."
softly making love from now on.
He was just like, you had to do this all the time. It was like, since I was 13, motherfucker.
That's when you started getting paps?
I don't know. I was a teenager.
I was like 19.
19?
Late bloomer.
Oh. I think I wanted the pill or something, so I got a pap smear. I think I was probably around 17, 13.
Okay.
I think I just...
I was like, wow, that's early.
Yeah, that's when I got
I needed to be on the pill when I was 13. Okay. No shame. No shame.
That's when I got my period. So
I got mine when I was 11.
Oh,
Are you
my
fucking kidding me?
God.
Setting the stage for trauma.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, I think I was...
knew exactly what it was. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I've been through enough.
Yeah, I got it 13 or 14. And then I played a lot of sports, so then I wouldn't get it sometimes. And then I got it. But it's working out great for being an old biddy wanting to have kids because my cycle started later. So I got extra eggs in the back door.
Oh, I'm out. I'm fresh out. I'm fresh out.
I bet you still got a few up
I probably
there.
got, I don't know. I'd like to find out.
Well, go see Dr. Klatsky. He'll put his wand inside of you and you'll find out real quick.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah, he'll be gentle. Well, Katie, this was very fun.
Oh my God, what a delight. Thank
you
for
are
having
just
me
a
on.
kick in the pants.
Oh,
I
a
love
kick in the
ya.
cooch.
A kick in the cooch. A kitty cat
Call me
cooch.
that.
Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram at Katie Hannigan Forever, and I have a link tree. You know, I'm on the internet in a plethora of ways, but my social media that seems to be growing the quickest is Instagram. So I would hope that people would follow me there. I have a podcast called Lady Journey. It's quite popular. Please check it out.
Beautiful.
Please, all I ask is that you support me in everything that I do for the rest of my life on every platform, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Join the email list, subscribe to the link tree, follow my Twitter account, which I'm no longer updating, but I still need the numbers.
I couldn't agree more. So do that. Go follow Katie Hannigan forever. Make her dreams come true. They deserve to be granted.
Yes.
There we go. All right. From one banana to another. Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, you're so good.